Sarah was 28, working as a nurse in Columbus, Ohio. She had $6,000 in a savings account, earning almost nothing, and every time she tried to research investing, she felt completely lost. Then a coworker mentioned a robo-advisor app. 6 months later, Sarah had a diversified portfolio she understood, built and managed by artificial intelligence. Today, we're going to break down exactly how AI is transforming finance, what tools are available to everyday Americans right now, and what you need to watch out for.
Let's start with the scope of what we're talking about. Artificial intelligence in finance isn't a future thing. It's already everywhere. According to McKinsey, AI could deliver up to $1 trillion in additional value annually to the global banking sector. It's being used to detect fraud on your debit card in milliseconds, to approve or deny loan applications, to power the chatbot when you contact your bank, and to manage investment portfolios worth billions. This technology has quietly moved from Wall Street computer labs into your phone. And Sarah, remember her, was already benefiting from it without even realizing it.
So what exactly is a robo-advisor? It's a platform that uses algorithms, essentially AI-driven decision rules, to build and manage an investment portfolio for you, based on your goals, timeline, and risk tolerance. When Sarah answered a simple 10-question survey on her app, the algorithm placed her into a diversified mix of low-cost index funds. No human advisor required. The fees are significantly lower. Major robo-advisors typically charge around 0.25% annually, compared to 1% or more for a traditional human advisor. Over decades, that fee difference compounds into real money. This is one of the most democratizing shifts in personal finance in a generation.
Let's put those fee differences into actual dollars, because this is the chart that made Sarah realize how much money she was potentially leaving on the table. We're comparing two investors who each start with $10,000 and add $400 a month over 30 years, assuming a 7% average annual return. The only difference is the fee they pay. The investor using a robo-advisor at 0.25% ends up with roughly $489,000. The investor paying a 1% human advisor fee ends up with about $427,000. That's a $62,000 difference from fees alone. Every percentage point of fees matters enormously over time.
Here's something AI is doing for you right now that you probably never think about: protecting your money from fraud. Every time you swipe your card, an AI system is analyzing that transaction against thousands of variables: your location, your typical spending patterns, the merchant's history, all in under 300 milliseconds. According to the Nielsen report, AI-assisted fraud detection helped prevent billions in card fraud losses across U.S. financial institutions in recent years. This isn't theoretical. If your bank ever flagged a suspicious charge on your account and called to confirm it was you, that was AI working in your favor. It's one of the most concrete benefits average Americans get from this technology today.
Now, let's talk about the side of AI in finance that gets a little more complex: algorithmic trading. Studies estimate that roughly 60 to 70% of daily trading volume on U.S. stock exchanges is driven by algorithms, not humans. These programs can execute thousands of trades per second, reacting to market data faster than any human could blink. For the average investor watching this video, the key takeaway here is not to try to beat these systems. They're operating on a completely different scale. What this means practically is that trying to time the market or day trade against algorithmic systems is a losing game for most retail investors. The better strategy, which Sarah figured out, is to own the market broadly and hold for the long term.
This is the chart that really puts things into perspective. Even with algorithmic traders moving markets moment to moment, the long-term trend for the S&P 500 has been remarkably consistent upward. This is live data pulled from the past 10 years of market performance. What you're seeing is exactly what Sarah's robo-advisor explained to her. The goal isn't to outsmart the algorithms. The goal is to stay invested, keep adding money consistently, and let time do the heavy lifting. Historically, the S&P 500 has returned approximately 10% annually, on average, before inflation. Past performance doesn't guarantee future results, but this trend has held across decades. AI tools can help you stay disciplined and remove emotional decision-making from the equation.
Here's a number that tells you everything about where finance is heading.
$2.5 trillion. That's the estimated amount of assets under management by robo-advisors globally in 2025, according to Statista. Just 5 years ago, that number was a fraction of what it is today, and it's projected to keep growing. When Sarah opened her first robo-advisor account with $6,000, she became part of one of the fastest-growing trends in the entire financial industry. The barriers to entry that used to keep everyday Americans out of sophisticated, diversified investing, high minimums, high fees, complex decisions, are being dismantled by AI, one algorithm at a time.
So what can you actually do with AI in finance today? Quite a lot. Robo-advisors like Betterment and Wealthfront have been around for years and are fully established. Fidelity even has its own free robo-advisor called Fidelity Go. For budgeting, apps like Copilot and Monarch Money use machine learning to categorize your spending and spot patterns you'd never notice manually. Credit monitoring services now use AI to flag unusual activity on your credit report in real time. And for taxes, AI-powered tools can identify deductions you might miss and even automatically harvest tax losses in your investment portfolio to reduce your tax bill. These aren't gimmicks. They're tools that were only available to wealthy clients a decade ago. Now, they're in your app store.
Now, let's be balanced here, because there are real risks to understand. First, AI models are trained on historical data. In truly unprecedented market events, they can behave unexpectedly. Second, many of these apps collect significant amounts of your financial data, so read the privacy policies. Third, and this matters, don't outsource your financial thinking entirely. Sarah still reviews her portfolio monthly. She understands where her money is. AI is a tool, not a replacement for your own financial literacy. Finally, there are legitimate concerns about bias in AI-driven credit scoring and lending decisions, which regulators are actively examining. Use these tools, but use them with your eyes open.
So where is Sarah today? That $6,000 she started with has grown to over $19,000 in 3 years through consistent contributions, low fees, and automated rebalancing. She didn't need a finance degree. She didn't need a Wall Street broker. She used the same AI tools anyone watching this video can access today. Here's what to remember. AI in finance is not the future. It's right now. The fee savings are real. The accessibility is real. The risks are manageable if you stay informed. Start small. Pick one tool. Whether it's a robo-advisor, an AI budgeting app, or just setting up automatic investments, take one step today. That's how wealth gets built. One smart decision at a time. This video is for educational purposes only and does not constitute financial advice. The examples and projections shown are illustrative and not guaranteed. All investments carry risk. Please consult a licensed financial advisor before making any investment.